Hi, it's me, Lorraine. I'm back. Did you miss me? I'm back from my vacation. I mean, Morgan is a bit stingy with her vacation days, but I do try to make the most of it. So I'm here today to talk you through the transits of Sagittarius season of 2021. So let's dive in. And just to clarify, Sagittarius season this year is from November 22nd to December 21st. So that's the period we're going to be discussing today. And as I started doing for the last horoscope, instead of taking you through all of the 12 signs individually, I'm going to look at the transits overall and see how they might affect us individually and as a group. All right? On November 21st, Mercury enters Sagittarius. Now, Mercury is the planet that governs communication and thinking, so you may find that it's easier to be optimistic at this time. The difference between what is fair and unfair is of very high importance at this time, so keep that in mind when you're dealing with other people and their expectations. Now, on November 29th, we have Mars trine to Neptune. My goodness, what does this mean? Well, it can mean several things, but let's focus on one in particular, your work. So in this time, you may find that instead of focusing on the strictly personal rewards of your work, you might be more concerned with the overall societal gains that can be achieved through what you're doing. Then on 4th of December, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. That means the moon and the sun are conjunct. And it's also a solar eclipse. This in particular is an invitation to expand your horizons and branch out into new ways of thinking. Yeah, that sounds nice, doesn't it? Alright, next up on 13th of December we have Mars entering Sagittarius. Oh, it's a party in Sagittarius here. This may lead you to feeling a rising sense of wanderlust or a need for adventure of some kind. Starting new projects will be easy and fun at this time, but beware because it may be all too easy to abandon them prematurely. And this could be because you've set your sights too high in the first place. Then on the same day, 13th of December, ooh, busy, we have Mercury entering Capricorn. So as I mentioned before, with Mercury in Sagittarius, this can mark a very optimistic way of thinking. And this transit represents a transition into a more methodical way of thinking. You may find that a lot of the conversations you're having are based around business and practical matters, and your thought patterns and communication styles could easily become more orderly and organised in general, which might be a bit nice for once. But be careful not to become too rigid in your ways of thinking and communicating, because it's easy to come across as cold and harsh under the influence of this transit. Then on 18th of December, we have a full moon in Gemini. That means the moon and the sun are opposite. This transit may awaken a feeling of needing change or spontaneity, but safety lies in connecting with your feelings first. This full moon in Gemini invites you to connect with your feelings, share them with someone else, and ideally try and find some balance between thinking and feeling. Then finally, on 18th of December, Venus will station retrograde in Capricorn, and this transit will last until the 29th of January 2022, so over a month. As the planet ruling love and our values, Venus retrograde periods are times when we reassess who and what we value and love. To be honest, this is probably not a good time to start a new relationship, or definitely not to get married. And it's also advised to avoid dealing with big financial issues. Of course, you can do whatever you want, but just be advised that it may cause extra problems if you try and do it during this time, if it's related to love, money, and values. So those are all the transits for Sagittarius season of 2021. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you found this helpful, enlightening, and entertaining perhaps. If you did, please subscribe to Morgan's channel. There are new videos every week. You can also follow her over on Instagram at morganwoodcallisto, MorganWoodCallisto. Unfortunately, you can't follow me anywhere because Morgan doesn't allow me out of the house. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next month. Until then, I'll be huddled up in the corner of my room that has no windows or connection to the outside world of any kind. Goodbye.